Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jayla J. Shell if you're new, and this channel is all about beauty, lifestyle, vlogs, entrepreneurship, education, and all things Jayla J. Shell. Although 2020 has come to a bit of a halt, taking care of your beauty and skin needs has not. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about all of my makeup essentials, all of my skin essentials, and just a couple of other little things that I think every girl should have in her makeup bag or in her bathroom. So let's get right into it. So the first thing that I find to be very essential before even getting into my actual beauty needs is having a good storage space for my items. So I use Miss Thing here. She is very large, okay? I am trying to decide on a name for her. I'm thinking Chanel, I'm thinking Tabitha. I'm really not sure, but I think we'll know by the end of this video. So this is where I store all of my makeup products that I use on a day-to-day. I found this to be very essential and very helpful when I'm trying to do my makeup. I have a lot of products. I am subscribed to beauty subscriptions, and my aunt sends me beauty products all the time, and I find myself to be cluttered with makeup items and I lose sight of what are my staple items. So having this box here, well, box, I don't know if she's a box, but she is a piece of luggage. So listen. So since I do tend to have a lot of stuff in a lot of different places, having Miss Thing here has been very helpful because I've been able to put all of my essentials and all of my must-haves inside one space. So inside here is where all the magic happens. As you can see, okay, there's a lot happening. She's a bit of a mess, and that's totally my fault. We have an Apple Watch in here, we have a couple chargers, we have a lot, okay? And that's just fine because it's all that I need in one space, and that's the goal here, so we're cool. I'm just going to quickly go through this, and I'm going to start as if I were just doing my face. So the first thing that I need out of, I don't know why I want to call her Tabitha. I don't know why, but the first thing I need when I open Tabitha up is my eyebrow pencil. So I spoke about this, and I believe it was my Q&A video, and someone asked me what products I use for my eyebrows, and so bada boom bada bang, that video is still coming where I'll do an eyebrow tutorial. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a quarantine eyebrow tutorial where you can learn how to basically conceal outgrown brows because we can't get them done. That's something that I've really kind of tried to master, so I can actually do that type of eyebrow tutorial. So if you want to see that, just let me know. I'll probably do it anyway. Next comes my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I am still, and probably always will be, on this concealer. I love this concealer so much. It just like, this concealer is just, you can trust this concealer. It never goes wrong. Like, you can never go wrong with this. So the shade that I use is Cool Tan, and these are the first things that I put in my essential makeup bag. Next is my concealing brush. So this brush in particular, I'm not sure if you can see it, so I'm going to try to make that happen really quickly. I feel like everyone needs this brush. You hear me? This brush is perfect, and I will tell you exactly how I use this brush. I use it to conceal my eyebrows after I fill them in, but I also use this brush to apply my foundation all over my face before I blend it with my beauty blender. The next thing that I use inside my makeup bag is a beauty blender. So she is a little bit dirty, but this is what I use, and a lot of times I'll also use the Real Techniques beauty blenders. I just like to use sponges on my face. I'm not really a brush girl, so I don't brush in my foundation, and I do my concealer with a brush, or not my concealer, sorry, I do my bronzer with a brush, but I do my foundation and concealer with a beauty blender, and I just think that they really just like give you a very smooth and even tone. So that is what I also put inside my bag. The next thing that we all need and all love are eyeshadow palettes, okay? The thing about eyeshadow palettes is they can get really piled up and you can end up with so many eyeshadow palettes that you don't really use and they're all in the same place. What I like to do is take like 3 or 4 of my staple favorite eyeshadow palettes and I keep those inside of my big girl here. So that first one is this Morphe palette. This is the, it's like the Morphe 3, what is this? Oh, this is the Morphe 25A Copper Spice palette. So, okay, she's very used, so excuse her. Well, she doesn't look as used as she is, but you can kind of see like which shades are my favorite. I'm a very like neutral person. I don't really do too much color. It just depends on like what I'm wearing, what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm not gonna go through this whole bag, I promise, because if I did, and the way I'm long-winded, the way my talking is set up, we would be here for a very long time. So I am just going to speed through this. So the next thing that every girl should have regardless in her makeup bag or box or whatever you use is primer. I wouldn't say that I ride for a specific primer and that's the only one I use. I'm gonna be honest, whatever primer comes in my Ipsy that I do the most research on, that comes out to be something that I think would work for my skin, that's what I use. I don't normally go out and buy primer. At one point I did, but it's gotten to the point of where a lot of primers are really good, so I just use really whatever is available to me. Right now I've been using this Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer, and I really do like this primer. I like primers that are very hydrating to the skin and that have different things like hyaluronic acid or collagen or different things that are good for your skin. The thing that I always need, of course we all need, is foundation. Personally, I switch between foundations just as much as I switch between primers. I'm just not someone who sticks to one product and only uses that for a very long time. I pretty much just use things until they run out and then I move on to the next. And that's just how I am, and that's how I find things that work for me and things that don't. So currently I'm using this Fenty Beauty foundation. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and I've had this for quite a while. I took a break from using it actually. Everyone knows that this foundation oxidizes, and I had to figure out how to work around it. But whatever you do use, always have a good foundation in your beauty bag. So the next beauty essential that I keep inside my beauty bag is a translucent powder. That is very, 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 very necessary. So I use the Laura Mercier. This is the translucent, just the loose setting powder. One thing that I do think that everybody should have is a good mascara. So this mascara is by Too Faced, and one thing that I've actually recently discovered a couple of months ago is the importance of having a mascara base. So as someone who is not the best at putting on and securing, I believe for me, the issue isn't putting on my lashes, it's securing them. That is the issue. So I'm not the best at applying my lashes. One of my friends, she faithfully applies my lashes when I want to wear lashes, and that is just unacceptable because I've been doing my makeup for a very long time. But nonetheless, I'm cool with that. So one thing that I've found to be very essential for myself as someone who's not the best at applying lashes and doesn't really always have the patience for it is a mascara base. This one is by Lancome, and I believe I got this in a beauty, but I don't know where I got this, okay? I didn't go buy it, but it was sent to me. And this mascara base has done wonders for my eyelashes. Like, I wish I could get closer. Can you see that? So another thing that I keep inside my beauty bag that I find to be very essential is a good highlighter. I'm someone who's very good at just filling in my eyebrows, putting on a little bit of concealer and excuse me. Wow. So the next thing that I find very important to have in your beauty bag is a good highlighter. So this one is Hustla Baby by Fenty Beauty. I'm pretty sure everyone has this because it is very popular. Another thing that I love to keep on me is setting spray. So I use the Mario Badescu Rose Water, I use the Cucumber, I use the Lavender. I just use all of his setting sprays, and I've found those to be very hydrating to my skin. I love to use them even on days when I'm not wearing makeup. Another thing I like to keep inside my beauty bag that is very essential is bronzer. So this bronzer is by Morphe. It's called Blogger. Haha, that's funny. So it's called Blogger, and I really like it. I just like to have any bronzer really to just warm up my face whenever I'm looking kind of pale or I've done my makeup and I look pretty flat. So everybody should have a bronzer just to keep yourself nice and warm in any season during any time of the year. The last thing that I'm going to discuss today that I like to keep inside my makeup bag as an essential is lip gloss. I love lip gloss, and the more you follow me throughout this YouTube journey, the more you'll learn just how much I really do love lip gloss. But this is something that I love to keep in my beauty bag. I keep lip gloss in my purse, I keep lip gloss in my tote, I keep lip gloss everywhere. So that concludes my essentials for my makeup bag. Like I said, I will be doing a good old makeup tutorial, so I will go into more detail, but those are the things that I believe to be most essential. While we're on the topic of beauty, the next thing that every girl needs to have is a perfume. Perfume is so essential. I do like a nice soft perfume, and I believe that it really when you have on perfume and you look really good, it really ties the whole look together. Everyone can just smell the beauty, the loveliness. It really ties things together. So perfume is definitely an essential. The next thing that every girl really should own is a pair of hoops. Hoops are, let me tell you, 2 years ago, I probably would not have considered this like a must-have item. The good thing about having a good pair of hoops is they can take a simple look and really tie it together. Like even today, I have on a pair of hoops. These are so lightweight, and so are these. They're actually the same ones, except one's silver, one's gold, but they're both from Target, and they were actually both very affordable. They were only $7.99, and this is why we love Target, because they have the cutest things for the cutest prices. So that covers the beauty portion of this video. Those are all the must-haves that I find to be very essential. But moving on to the health portion of this video. Every person, okay, male, female, everybody needs a good multivitamin. So vitamins are very important. You always want to make sure that you're covering all bases of all the things that you need to make sure that you keep your immune system strong and every part of your body nice and healthy and covered. Especially during a time like this in the middle of a pandemic, it's very important that we all invest in some good multivitamins. So that is one thing that I would say that everybody needs. So for this portion of the video, I'll be speaking to my lovely ladies. So one thing that we all need personally to get a little bit intimate here is a good exfoliating gel for your lovely lady downstairs. So everybody needs to know the importance of exfoliating and keeping a very clean and healthy lady part. So one thing that I like to do is exfoliate her every week and just ensure that everything is good. You're avoiding, you know, just like dry skin and different things that just aren't good for you and that you probably might not like to see. But yes, an exfoliating gel is a very essential thing to have for your lady parts. It just really ensures to keep a nice, clean, and healthy area, and yes, it's very important to do so. I always just like to take just enough, apply it in circular motions, allow it to really exfoliate and remove any dead skin that you don't want to sit there. Now this goes for everyone. Everyone loves to have soft and pretty skin, okay? Everybody loves that. And one thing that I use to achieve really nice and soft skin is a good body scrub. One thing that I've recently discovered from, of course, Target. I love Target, we can tell that by now. But one thing that I've discovered from Target is this Let's Spa exfoliating bath cloth. So having an exfoliating cloth is just as important as having an exfoliator. Finally, the last thing that I'll be talking about in this essential beauty and health care video is shea butter. Okay, everybody needs some shea butter. Shea butter, honestly, me and shea butter, we have a great relationship. And what I do is after I take a shower, I cover my whole body in shea butter. A lot of times I even put it on my face if I don't use lotion that night. Everybody needs a good jar of shea butter. It really keeps your skin very nice and soft and healthy and just looking really good. So that concludes this video. Those are not necessarily all of the most essential things that I think that we need for beauty and skincare for 2020, but those are the main ones. If you'd like me to do another video like this, definitely let me know in the comments below. But thank you all for tuning into this video. Remember to like, shoot me a comment, and of course, if you would love to be a part of my lovely YouTube family here, please subscribe and come on, join us. Join us. We've got a lot going on, a lot going for ourselves. So yes, that concludes this. Once again, I am Jayla J. Shell. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and have a lovely day. Bye.